Tonight, the Montana State Fair is in full swing.
We want everybody that comes to Carnival to have a safe, fun, positive experience.
With safety in mind.
So that everyone can have a fun time here at the State Fair, so everyone here can bring their family here. It's in a safe environment.
We go inside one of the most important organizations at the fair, and later.
So we put together our audition, sent it in, and we got accepted, which was really cool.
Making music and raising money to represent CMR.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 530 News.
Good evening, and thanks for trusting MTN for your news at 5:30 for this special edition of the MTN 530 News from Montana Expo Park in Great Falls. I'm Tim McGonigal. Well, horse racing has ended at the State Fair, but to borrow a line from that sport, the Montana State Fair is in the home stretch of its 2025 run. Of course, it concludes on Saturday night. Of course, it's got all kinds of food, exhibits, rough and tumble rodeo action, and of course, carnival rides. And with that, there is an extra attention to safety. Well, those rides don't open each day until noon. MTN Shiksha Matani tells us the carnival workers are hard at work on the grounds bright and early each day to make sure your fair experience is worry-free.
Before the rides flash and the lights spin, there are people making sure all rides are safe and secure.
There's a lot of lights out here, so we got to make sure our electrical cords are plugged in, installed properly. There's not any bare wires, something that's going to electrocute somebody.
The Mighty Thomas Carnival has been installing the rides at the Montana State Fair in Great Falls for over 25 years. The general manager, Chris Atkins, shared what their responsibilities are.
We bring everything we need with us. We provide our own power. We bring all the rides. They're all transportable. We set them up, we tear them down, we staff them, we operate them, we take care of everything. We're full service.
Safety is their #1 priority.
We use industry standards as well as manufacturer standards to inspect our rides daily.
They have a team of 100 full-time employees currently working at the Montana State Fair, walking around and making sure the rides are safe.
Many of our team have been to national amusement ride safety seminars. I myself have been certified in several different states as being a ride inspector.
They additionally have a third party come out and inspect everything.
We have third-party insurance type inspections that come out. We had a gentleman out for the 4 days that we're setting up here in Great Falls, walking around, looking stuff, watching our operation, making sure everything's good to go.
Along with their initial ride inspection during setup, they do a daily check of every ride before the fair opens. I asked Chris to share some examples of what that might look like.
When we start inspecting a ride, we start at the base, okay? We're looking for blocking and making sure everything's tight. You know, nothing's going anywhere because you have to have a solid foundation when you're operating any ride, especially mobile rides, obviously.
They also do operational inspections throughout the day to make sure everything continues to run smoothly. He said that there is an advantage to the rides being transportable.
We have to set up and tear down these rides every week. We take that track apart every week, and you can look for cracks and you can see those little things.
Chris also emphasized that even though the rides are safe, it's important to follow the rules they've put in place. It is the responsibility of both the operator and the rider to stay safe.
We want everybody that comes to Carnival to have a safe, fun, positive experience.
So the next time you hear the click of the seatbelt or the hum of the motor, you can ride easy knowing someone has given it the all clear. With MTN News, I'm Shiksha Mithani.
Well, safety is a key issue not only on the rides, but on the fairgrounds, on the grounds in general. MTN's Anissa Coomer has more on one group that is manning the first aid booth again this year.
Here at the Montana State Fair, the Cascade County Community Emergency Response Team, or CERT, is working behind the scenes to keep everyone safe. Whether it's extreme heat or unexpected situations, these trained volunteers are ready to step in and support first responders wherever they're needed.
These volunteers are trained in everything from basic first aid to disaster response. And during the fair, they're a critical first point of contact, handling everything from minor injuries to lost children. For more serious emergencies, they're the ones who call in the proper help.
So that everyone can have a fun time here at the State Fair, so everyone here can bring their family here. It's in a safe environment, and if they've had a little bit too much heat, they can come here to our table.
So far this year, the CERT team hasn't seen anything too serious.
Had some cuts, some friction burns, going down a slide.
Still, there are a few safety tips to keep in mind for the rest of the weekend.
Watch out for sunburns, heat exhaustion, heat stroke. When you're getting off these rides, don't put your hands on the mechanism. when they turn it to open that door, if your finger is pinched in there, you'll get a blood blister.
Cascade County CERT currently has around 20 active members, and they're hoping for more. Volunteers get free training in disaster response, and their next training class begins in September.
We train them some basic firefighting, some first aid, a little bit of search and rescue, how to work with command and control authorities so they know how they can help and how they can take care of their own.
If there is an emergency at the fair, or if you're interested in volunteering, CERT is based inside the Mercantile Building.
If you have further questions, we're here to answer all questions. We want you as a CERT volunteer.
In Great Falls, I'm Anissa Coomer, MTN News.
Well, of course, the weather is always a hot topic at the Montana State Fair, but so far this year it's been rather manageable for fairgoers with highs around the 80s. Let's check in on what to expect by sending it back to Eric Johnson, filling in for Ryan Dennis in the Storm Tracker Weather Center.
Well, over the course of the next few hours, we are going to start to see some showers and thunderstorms moving into Cascade County. So if you are headed out to the fair a little later this evening, just be prepared for some lightning, potentially some heavy rain, and we could see some gustier winds as well. Those temperatures will fall back into the 60s by 10 o'clock, and we'll see a lot of clouds around, and we could actually still see a few isolated showers and storms across central Montana throughout the nighttime hours. Now, over the next few days, if you are headed to the Montana State Fair, we still have that chance for some showers and storms Friday and Saturday afternoon and evening. The mornings and early afternoons are going to be really pleasant with sunshine. We'll see those building clouds and chances for storms again a little bit later in the day. And for Helena, those storms will be moving in over the next couple of hours. We definitely could see some lightning and some pretty heavy rain within some of those storms. And then we'll start to clear out a little bit later in the night. But tomorrow, another warm one with temperatures in the upper 70s and low to mid 80s across the entire area. And again, we'll start to see those storms developing towards the late afternoon into early evening hours.
Well, a big honor for some talented young musicians in Great Falls. The CMR Chamber Orchestra has been selected to perform at the prestigious American String Teachers National Orchestra Festival. That's in San Francisco. It's a historic moment as this is the first time a group has been selected to participate from Montana. Now, the students are working hard to raise the funds to make that happen. MTN's Quentin Shores has that story.
Oh, hey, I was just practicing for my audition. Did you know that the C.M. Russell Chamber Orchestra is actually heading to San Francisco? Who knows? Maybe they can use the saxophone.
I spoke with CMR Orchestra Director Steve Olson to find out more about this amazing opportunity.
So this summer we're doing a series of concerts to raise funds for a big trip that we're taking to San Francisco next year. Really huge opportunity for the orchestra program. It's a sort of a long story, but last year we auditioned for a performance opportunity that was going to be held in Spokane, and it was part of the Northwest Music Education Association Conference and Festival. So we put together our audition, sent it in, and we got accepted, which was really cool. It's the first time the CMR Orchestra Department has ever been featured at this particular event.
It's also the first time anyone from Great Falls and anyone from the state of Montana has been selected to perform at this festival. Every year they have this national conference located somewhere in the United States, but typically they have them in East Coast states. Fortunately, this year, they are holding the conference in San Francisco, California, meaning that the C.M. Russell Chamber Orchestra can attend and blow everyone away with their sound.
Judges review our audition, and they didn't know who we were. All they saw was just our video, and that's it. So they judge us solely based on how we play.
Not only do the students get to fly to San Francisco, immerse themselves in a new culture, and play music,
but they'll also get to attend the conference as well, which is a 4-day event. And the conference is so cool because it has sessions upon sessions upon sessions of just anything you could imagine that you'd want to see regarding strings.
The conference will be held on February 25th through the 28th of 2026, and Olson and 32 students, half of which being violin's first and second chair, 4 violas, 10 cellos, and 2 basses, will be making up the C.M. Russell Chamber Group.
In an effort to raise funds for this, we launched a series of 3 concerts this summer. We have 2 more left. The next one is Thursday, August 7th, 7:30 p.m. here at CMR, and then the last one will be Thursday, August 21st at 7:30 p.m. Fun show, only about an hour, so you're in, you're out, it's nice and easy. And if you're so moved by our performance or our story, please throw in some money to our bucket to help send us to San Francisco.
In Great Falls, I'm Quentin Shores, MTN News.
Weeks later, and the search and recovery operations continue in Texas after some severe heavy rains caused severe flooding. Our parent company, EW Scripps, and viewers like you have banded together and raised nearly $120,000 for those relief efforts in Texas. Later tonight, volunteers at the First Methodist Church in Great Falls are teaming up to put some kits together for those impacted by natural disasters. MTN's Justin Robichaud has more from one volunteer helping support those in need.
Volunteers are encouraged to come to the First United Methodist Church as they host a cleanup kit drive to help those in need from natural disasters. Reverend Don Scarrett is ready to go and says they have the essential provisions.
The primary supplies that you'd need if your house had been flooded. After a group comes in and mucks it out, you're still left with a lot of dirt and debris, so there has to be something that you can do.
The need is cleaning products.
The types of things you see here, trash bags, household cleaners, bug spray.
A church in Colorado that works with First United Methodist emptied their supplies to help flood victims in Texas.
One of our sister churches has been holding or storing cleanup kits and had their entire supply of 75 kits go to Kerr County following the flooding.
Scarrett wants to refill the stock in preparation of another natural disaster.
We're trying to rally supplies to get that supply back in order, and so eventually they'll be housed in Colorado unless there's a need locally.
She says a drive like this is worth all the effort.
It helps bring hope to people in need, and it's a reminder of all the blessings that we have when things are good and blue skies are overhead. But there's always somebody that would be out there to help you too if need be.
In Great Falls, Justin Robichaud, MTN News.
So you get the strategy and the mindset, but then also some really practical, tactical techniques that folks can use.
Coming up, a leading name in business is coming home to Montana to share some of the secrets of her success with others.
From Montana's news leader, you're watching the MTN 530 News.
Well, welcome back to our MTN 530 News on location from the Montana State Fair, which is in full swing, as we said. In some other headlines, a Great Falls native is making a name for herself in the business world. Leslie Venetz is a globally recognized business-to-business sales expert, corporate trainer, and founder of the sales-led GTM agency. Her work has been featured in publications such as the Wall Street Journal and Success Magazine. Next week, she'll be hosting a launch party in Great Falls for her new book, Profit Generating Pipeline, a proven formula to earn trust and drive revenue. Her presentation will be split into 3 parts, including a 9-step blueprint for success that she shares with her clients.
So you get the strategy and the mindset, but then also some really practical, tactical techniques that folks can use. And then we wrap up the book with a real call to action that it's fine and dandy to read a book and think it's great. But if you don't take the time to apply it, if you don't have that bias for action, it was kind of all for naught.
Leslie will be available to discuss the book during a launch party on Tuesday, August 5th from 4:30 to 7:30 at the Station District in Great Falls. Cost for the event is $35, but it's free with the purchase of a book. For more information on how to do that, you can click on the link in this story on our website, and we'll have more with Leslie in an upcoming McGonigal's Chronicles podcast.